Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today we have the Hanover, the new special ship, in port for a first impressions review on the PT server. So this is an event ship. It's a special ship as they call it. And this is of course only available in the upcoming Grand Battles event. But since it is a new ship, even though it's just going to be around for a limited amount of time, I figured we might as well go ahead and do a first impression style review of her, since, well, we're going to pick between her or the Satsuma here to play in this event. Now, I will be doing one on the Satsuma, but I figured since I am, of course, a German battleship main, we try and get the Hanover's one out first. And what's pretty weird, too, is that they seem to have changed the... I'm not sure if like the settings or the syncing between the PT server and the normal North American server have like kind of been screwy or something. Because normally when you come over here to the PT server, it syncs up with your main account and you have all of your researched and premium ships and such on this account. But as you can see right now, I don't. It only has up to tier 8 in each line, and to participate in grand battles you need a tier 9 or 10 tech line ship or premium ship to play against these ships. But I do believe they fill in the empty slots with bots, so we'll still get a pretty good idea of what it's like to play the Hanover here in a moment. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at her in detail now. So let's look at her armor. Well, that looks pretty German. So she's got the 60mm bow plating that the Grosser Curve first has. She has 32 bow, 50mm upper bow side armor up here, 150mm cheek plate right there, 50mm deck, 35mm deck, 32mm forward deck. Her side plate is 420mm with an upper belt of 180. That's pretty darn German right there. And then 50mm, 35. 120mm strip at the end, 150mm strip right there. That's normally where the weak spot on like the GK and the FDG is. Let's take a look at her Citadel. So, yep, German turtleback Citadel. Wonderful. Very German there. And then her actual Citadel is right there. Alright, so, yes, very German. Very large, very German. Very, very, very German indeed. Her turrets have 480mm faces, 240mm angled plate right there, 180mm roof, 220mm sides, and 300mm sides right there. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at her hit points now, which is a lot. So 126,500 hit points with 30% torpedo damage reduction. So that's actually better than most German battleships right there. But again, this thing is absolutely just ginormous. Alright, her guns. So she has 8 483mm 19-inch guns with a 30-second reload time base. That's pretty nice. 180 time of 40 seconds, maximum dispersion of 274 meters. And of course, this is without any modules or captain skills applied. And let's see, her 8 shells have a penetrating capability of 121mm with a 39% chance of starting a fire. Maximum AP shell damage of 17,300. Maximum range of 21.4 kilometers. AP and HE shell velocity of 810 meters a second. Her secondaries, which are also her AA, they are 128mm guns, 32mm a pin. They reload in 4 seconds base. They have a 5% chance of starting a fire, and they have a range of 8.3 kilometers base. So they're all these turrets, and these turrets are interesting. They aren't the usual 128mm turrets. I'm guessing these are like some super secret document German turrets. Nice seeing some of that in the game. Oddly enough, her... Oh, no, she does have AA guns. Okay, so she's got some 30mm guns here. We've got some quad mounts to complement those triple mounts. I'm sorry, those double mounts. Then we've got some 55mm guns on some single mounts. And then some dual mount 55mm guns. Okay, so she does actually have other AA. The way they worded it in the dev blog and on the live stream, it was like that she didn't have anything besides the 128. But I mean, still, I'm pretty sure the Hanover the Satsuma has a better AA. So all right, what's the maximum range of these? Doesn't say. Oh, 6 kilometers. Okay, 6 kilometers. Maneuverability, maximum speed 30 knots. This behemoth can go that fast. Turning circle radius of 1,170 meters, the same as the Stalingrad, ironically. A row shift time of 21 seconds. A concealment rating of 8. That's pretty bad, even by German battleship standards. Okay, so she's detectable by sea by 18.6 kilometers base, and by air by 16.3 kilometers. Okay. So let's see what she has for her consumables and such. So here is the special combat instructions. This is the mechanic where the more you shoot at the ship, the more accurate your shells get. So this says successful gun adjustments firing temporarily boost your ship's characteristics. So the secondary battery range will increase by 12%. The maximum dispersion of secondary battery shells will decrease for 40%. Will decrease by 40 seconds. It's active for 50 seconds. So I guess this is applied to the main battery guns. Well, not the effects, but you need to get main battery gun hits near or on whatever it is that you're shooting at to get these boosts. They've never clarified that as far as I know. So yeah, and she gets Hydro, Spotter, or Fighter, and of course a repair party that's active for 28 seconds and repairs 632 HP per second. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and module her out, and I'll see you guys right back here. Alright, so we've moduled and skilled her out. Let me put the flags on before I forget. I don't know if okay, so you do start with flags. Well, you start with a lot of flags. Dang. Alright, sweet. Let's put all, well, demount all, mount all recommended. Did it give me everything? Almost. Let's take the ramming flag and the detonation flag, because that would suck. Our one battle on the ship before we gotta start grinding, we just get detonated. Alright. Ooh, do I have one flag. Oh, it's not even received. Alright, so I can't even have that one flag. Look how tiny the flags look like on this ship. That's great. Alright, so the build that we've gone with, of course, a full secondary build as far as the modules go. So we went with Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1, Damage Con 1, Secondary Battery Mod 1, Damage Con 2, Concealment, then Secondary Battery Mod 3. And for the Commander build, of course, full German Captain Commander build here. Well, my German Captain Commander build. Sorry, my German Battleship Commander build. Well, I don't know why I kept saying Captain. Unfortunately, I don't have Lucians, so it'd be great if I had him on this thing, but unfortunately we do not. So we went with Preventive Maintenance, MLG turrets, long-range secondary battery shells, improved secondary battery aiming, Adrenaline Rush, close quarters combat, and emergency repair expert. So now the secondaries on this ship can get out to 12.5 kilometers. They reload in 2.7 seconds. Nice. And with the flag on, our consumables gone down. I'm sorry, not the flag. With the skill module on, our consumables gone down to a rating of 19. So that's pretty nice. And we can now go 31.5 knots. Alright, so we have a 33-second reload time on the guns now too. Okay, that's pretty nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump in battle, and it'll probably be a live commentary one, since this will be the one battle I can play in this ship before I have to start grinding. Unfortunately, I don't have time to grind for more intelligent reports tonight. You need 16 of them to run a trial going to battle, but you can only get 3 of them per battle in a tier 9 or 10 ship. And I don't have any, so I'm going to grind out a tier 9 or 10 ship, and then I'll see you guys here probably in a couple days for the Satsuma one. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop in the Hanover. Hey guys, voiceover Mountbatten here, and well, this ship is quite fun. This mode is quite fun. It's a lot of very close-in brawling and point-blank engagement, especially if you're playing the Hanover. Now, if CVs are involved, the fun police is there, but your health is just so wonky that unless they really bully you, they're not too much of an issue. Or it could be the CVs that I ran into just weren't that great. But anyway, I wound up playing 2 games in the Hanover, which in order to get into a game, you have to collect intelligence reports. You get 3 per game, and you need 16 to take a super battleship into battle. Now, on their PT server, they started you off with 21. So you could easily hop into 1 game, but you need to play at least 2 more after that to hop back into either the Hanover or the Satsuma. and you need a tier 9 and tier 10 ship to do this. Now, on the PT server, the tier 9 and tier 10 ships are only 4,000 XP, which means after playing just a game or two, you could easily get a tier 9 and a tier 10 ship, and then just, get into battle, play a few matches, then be able to get back into the Hannover Satsuma before you have to go back and play some more matches in tier 9 or tier 10 ships in the super battleship mode in order to get another crack at a super battleship. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. This is looking like it's going to be a very fun event, guys. It's very, very just derpy. It's carefree. You got the Hanover with all its secondaries and its great armor and its 8 19-inch guns, and the way the what they call it, special firing instructions or whatever, adjustment firing mechanic works is, as you can see in my reticle right there, there is a little bar that every time you shoot at a target, depending upon how many shells from your turrets hit near that target, that bar will fill up. And basically each quadrant is one full broadside. So if your full broadside lands within a ship, one of those quadrants will fill up. If you just get the front 2 turrets off, half of that quadrant will fill up, and then so forth and so on. To where when that is activated fully for the Hanover, your secondaries go out to 14.1 kilometers, and the accuracy gets a 40% boost, which is glorious because it takes it back to the secondary accuracy. It takes it back to the old secondary accuracy, but now your secondaries are going on both sides, which means that is good fun when that happens. So the Hanover itself, how does the Hanover feel? Well, honestly, it feels like an overgrown FDG. Except the guns are pretty darn accurate. I didn't get any really wonky salvos out of the Hanover. And granted, again, I only played 2 battles in it. But the guns seem pretty consistent. And having a 30-second flat reload time is very nice too. And you still have 19-inch guns. So you can, of course, overmatch 32 millimeters of armor, no problem. And it is fun playing one of these super battleships and just it feels massive. They did a really good job with the way that the ship feels. And, you come around the corner, just punching ships in the face. Your secondaries are going off. It is good fun. The firing angles are actually quite good, too, on the turrets. I played the GK in between playing the 2 rounds in the Hanover. And having those really wonky angles on the rear turrets felt, man, I was just like, this is sad. Like, even the Hanover's got better turret angles than this thing. And what's weird too is the GK felt small after playing the Hanover. That that's talk about a weird feeling, boys. Having the GK feel like a large cruiser after playing the Hanover, boy, it is really wonky too. Anyway, so it's good fun. It's a lot of fun, and that's the only real takeaway I have from this event, is that it's fun. Now, it does suck that, if you have a very quick match, your 16 intelligence reports or whatever can get thrown out the window quite fast, because like with the first match that I had, you should be watching the second match right now. The first match that I had was over in like 9 minutes. It was a very quick round. Not a lot happened, unfortunately. But the second match, it was a lot better, and I had a lot more fun, and some more silly things happened in that match. But yeah, that's the only gripe I'd have with this mode. Now, the fear that these ships might somehow become premium ships, I don't think that's going to happen. The guns of these things are a little bit too crazy. I mean, 8 19-inch guns just on the Hanover, with its secondaries too. Now, without the gimmick of the adjustment firing gimmick or whatever you want to call it, maybe, but still, like, these ships are too bonkers to be put into the game as is. Now, if they were put in the game as is, I don't feel like they would have a huge detrimental effect on the game, simply because you can bully the crap out of these ships quite easily. In GK, these ships are so big, I was landing full broadsides on GK at like 18, 19 kilometers on the Satsuma, on the Hanover, and getting pretty good hits, just because the ships are so freaking massive. There's a point to where too big is very much a problem. I mean, look at this thing. It doesn't even fit in my screen. You have to go to the second to last zoom out click before the ship will fit from one end of the monitor to the other end of the monitor. They are massive. Plus CVs too. Like, if these things somehow go on the live server, these things are just CV bait. This is just going to pad the stat of so many CV players if these things, for some reason, go into the live servers as premium ships. So I don't think it's going to happen, but if they do, it's like, okay, whatever. Now you're just a punching bag for everyone in the match. But yeah, the ship's fun, the game mode's fun, and I do encourage you guys to try this game mode and these ships out when this comes to the live server. You can try it right now on the PT server. You just got to go to your client and click install additional instance and click PT server, and then you can download this, get your hands on these ships right now, and go see what these ships are like before they come out before anybody else. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers. We just passed 26,000 a few days ago, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I will be live streaming right here tonight from 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time to 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And that is where we will be selecting the next winner for the 25,000 subscriber specials. So please come check out the live stream tonight and check and see if you win that giveaway ship. Alright guys, hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.